Right, here's a nice question where they ask you to rationalize the denominator. Sometimes you're asked to rationalize the numerator, the top, and to do that you do the same thing as with the denominator, but just reversed. So when they say rationalize the denominator, what they want is something on the top over a number, whatever on the bottom, as long as it doesn't have a square root. We don't want a square root on the bottom. Okay, that's what it's asking. So our question is the cube root of 135 over the cube root of 4. So what I'm wanting to do is multiply top and bottom by 1, and it won't be 1, but basically 1, and I'm going to change 1 to something else, like it could be 2 over 2 or 4 over 4 or anything over itself, because anything divided by itself is actually equal to 1. But I have to pick something to go in there so that when I multiply it by this one, I get rid of the radical. So that's sort of the concept that we're doing. Okay, so now I got to figure out what number I need to use. So if the cube root, if you have the cube root of something, say the cube root of 27, that's the same thing as cube root of 3 times 3 times 3. That comes out even to 3. So I need a number like 27 that I can multiply 4 by to get. Now 27 is not going to be it, but let's look at all the ones that are available. Like if I have 2 cubed, that's 8. 3 cubed, 27. 4 cubed, 64. 5 cubed, 125. I think I already have my number. But I want to take this number and multiply it by something so I get one of those numbers over there. And I always want to pick the smallest one. So it looks like I'm going to go with 8. So I'm going to multiply top and bottom by the cube root of a number so that I can get 8 on the bottom. Okay, so 4 times 2, of course, is 8. So on the top, I'd have the cube root of 135 times 2 over the cube root of 4 times 2. And 4 is the same as 2 times 2. And then this other 2 would be another 2 there. So the cube root of 2 times 2 times 2 is just 2. I guess I could write that as the cube root of 8 on the bottom. Let me just throw in an extra step or two. This is 270, I think. So it'd be the cube root of 270 over the cube root of 8, which we've seen already is 2. Now, if I can simplify the top thing, I want to do that too, like cube root of 270. I don't know. Guess what I can do is say, well, that's the same as 10 times 27. And 10 is 2 times 5. 27 is 3 times 3 times 3, I think. Is that right? Yeah. So I could rewrite that then as, let me erase that. I didn't think I'd be able to do that. So cube root of 5 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3 over 2. So here's 3 threes, I can bring one out. So it'd be 3 cube root 5 times 2 is 10 over 2. That would be my final answer. All right, hopefully that helps you with that question.